Ready to step into the world of luxury hotels? Welcome to the Hotel Leaders Podcast. Whether you're an industry insider, a student of hotel management, or simply curious about the world of hotels, this podcast is your backstage pass to the heart of the hotel industry. I'm your host, Peter DeMoor. I have a fascination for the hotel industry, and over the last quarter of a century, I have studied it, been a hotel manager, and as general manager of a hotel school, have passed the torch to the next generation. Now, as part of an emerging hotel industry tech startup, I am independent from any specific hotel or chain and able to talk about the industry with a balanced perspective and a certain level of expertise. It's time to check in. When I started on this podcasting journey almost 2 years ago, I heard that around 99% of podcasts do not make it to their 20th episode. Welcome to episode 20, where I'll guide you through the Fairmont Banff Springs. I was lucky enough to travel to Canada over the last year, and this was one of my favourite hotels. It's located in the heart of the majestic Rocky Mountains, where alpine splendour, history and luxury converge in one iconic destination. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel is also known as the Castle in the Rockies and is a legendary property which has enchanted guests for over a century with its grandeur, natural surroundings and timeless charm. It is easy to feel like royalty in this castle-like hotel. As my family explored the hotel, my daughter remarked that she wanted to get married here one day. I better start saving, but in the meantime, I can't wait to share this episode with you. Here we go! Nestled in the heart of Banff National Park, Alberta, the hotel sits at an elevation of over 4,500 feet, or 1,400 metres, above sea level. It overlooks the Bow River Valley, framed by rugged peaks of around 10,000 feet or 3,000 metres, such as the iconic Mount Rundle and the Cascade and Sulphur Mountains, with panoramic views that shift from green and gold in summer to snow-kissed blue and silver in winter. Banff Springs is a property dramatically shaped by its environment. The hotel's placement is no accident. It occupies a commanding position above the junction of the Bow River and Spray Rivers, offering a sightline historically believed to bring prosperity according to Scottish lore, an appropriate touch for a hotel with Scottish baronial architecture. Originally chosen by railway magnate William Cornelius Van Horn, the site was intended to attract wealthy travellers exploring the newly laid Canadian Pacific Railway back in the 1880s. Today, Banff itself is one of the most visited destinations in Canada, drawing over 4 million visitors a year to its national park, Canada's first and one of the world's oldest. The entire area is UNESCO World Heritage Site. The air is crisp, the pine forests stretch endlessly, and the seasons paint the landscape with ever-changing colours. Guests arriving at the Fairmont Banff Springs often do so, like we did, via Calgary International Airport, followed by a breathtaking 2-hour drive west along the Trans-Canadian Highway, through the foothills and past glacial rivers, as travellers round the final bend and the stone facade of the hotel reveals itself like a turreted fairy tale fortress. They are often, like we were, struck silent. The sense of arrival here is profound. More than a check-in, it's a rite of passage. The The property is vast, occupying over 760 acres of parkland, and the sense of seclusion is palpable despite the popularity of the Banff town site nearby. While the hotel is just a short walk from the shops, galleries, and restaurants of downtown Banff, it still feels worlds apart, set apart by its scale, history, and natural grandeur. What makes the location even more remarkable is the seasonal transformation. In summer, the hotel becomes a haven for hikers, bikers, and golfers who tee off on one of the most scenic courses in North America. In winter, it transforms into a snowy retreat ideal for ice skating, snowshoeing, or skiing at the nearby Sunshine Village and Mount Norquay resorts. Wildlife too plays a part in the location's mystique. You can spot elk, deer, bighorn sheep, and sometimes even bears. From a safe distance, of course. The natural soundtrack includes the whisper of the wind through the pine, the rush of the mountain streams, and the occasional call of a distant eagle overhead. The hotel's proximity to the famed landmarks like Lake Louise, Moraine Lake, and the Icefields Parkway add even more incentive for travellers to base themselves here. Day trips to the turquoise lakes and glacier-fed rivers are easily accessible, whilst guided tours leave from the hotel each day. In short, the Fairmont Banff Springs isn't just in the Canadian Rockies, it's of them. Its very foundation is tied to the land, its story carved from stone and set among snow and sky. For those who seek immersion in nature without sacrificing luxury, there may be no better place on earth. The story of Fairmont Banff Springs begins not with a blueprint, but with a bold vision. And that vision belonged to William Cornelius Van Horn, president of the Canadian Pacific Railway in the 1880s. A firm believer that tourism could drive business from his transcontinental railway, Van Horn is famously quoted as saying, "If we can't export the scenery, we'll import the tourists." To achieve this, he needed to build destinations so alluring, so unforgettable, that they would draw travellers from around the world. Banff, newly discovered hot springs and all, became his target. Construction began in 1887 and the original Banff Springs Hotel opened its doors in 1888. The site was carefully chosen by Van Horn himself, with the original wooden structure designed by architect Bruce Price, who would later contribute to the Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City. The style was bold, echoing Scottish baronial castles, complete with turrets and steep roofs, instantly setting the tone for beauty and rugged elegance. The grand opening was a national event. Guests arrived via steam locomotive, greeted by orchestras, fine dining, and sweeping views of the Rockies. At the time, the hotel had 250 rooms and quickly became known as the pinnacle of luxury in the Canadian wilderness. But the hotel's story did not remain static. A fire in 1926 destroyed much of the original wooden building. Rather than rebuilding the same structure, Canadian Pacific Hotels commissioned architect Walter S. Painter to reimagine the hotel in stone. The result is the imposing limestone structure that stands today, a breathtaking example of early 20th century architecture that blends Scottish baronial and French chateau styles. The new hotel reopened in 1928 and was heralded as a modern marvel with its ornate interiors, grand ballrooms, and sweeping staircases. It was said to rival the great hotels of Europe. Over the following decades, additions and renovations were carefully made, always with an eye to preserving its historic character. Through the 20th century, the hotel played host to royalty, movie stars, world leaders, and adventurers alike, but we'll learn more about that later in the podcast. It became a symbol of Canadian pride and a gateway to the Rockies. In 1988, exactly 100 years after its original debut, the hotel was designated a National Historic Site of Canada. The Banff Springs Hotel was officially rebranded as part of the Fairmont Hotels and Resorts collection in 2001, and it has continued to evolve whilst honouring its deep-rooted past. The Fairmont brand's dedication to service, heritage, and sustainability has brought new life to this storied property. Today, the Fairmont Banff Springs is not merely a hotel, it's a living monument to vision, perseverance, and timeless beauty. It's a place where generations of travellers have come to be inspired by nature and elevated by luxury. As you enter the lobby and ascend the grand staircase to the mezzanine level, you'll enter the Heritage Hall, which offers a walk through the hotel's extensive history and artefacts. At the helm of the Fairmont Banff Springs is a leadership team steeped in both tradition and innovation. Professionals committed to upholding the hotel's legendary status whilst steering it in a sustainable and dynamic future. The hotel's general manager and regional vice president is Gregor Resch, a seasoned hospitality executive with more than 25 years of experience in the luxury hotel sector. Resch brings a deep understanding of Fairmont's ethos, having previously served in leadership roles at sister properties such as Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise and Fairmont Olympic Hotel Seattle, which we featured in a previous episode of Hotel Leaders. Known for his hands-on leadership style and deep respect for heritage, Resch has been instrumental in overseeing recent renovations, improving sustainability benchmarks, and strengthening ties with the local community. Supporting Resch is a diverse executive committee that includes heads of operations, guest experience, food and beverage, marketing, and environmental stewardship. The Director of Rooms is Ashley Hards, who is a dedicated and motivated leader with a strong background both across Fairmont and Sheraton properties. The Executive Chef, Atticus Garant, leads a culinary team that has helped position the hotel as a gastronomic destination in its own right. He is committed to building a culture that promotes and maintains employee engagement and exceptional guest experiences. Here is Atticus, courtesy of Fairmont, with the link in the description.
My passion for food started at a really young age. My father, being a world traveler, would always come home with great stories of ingredients or dishes that he tried. Right out of high school, I got a job doing pizza and ribs, and immediately I was hooked. I have been fortunate to cook all over the world. 20 years later, I find myself in beautiful Banff, Alberta, and couldn't be more excited. Mainly, I draw my inspiration from my surroundings. Fishing has always been a huge passion of mine. Just stepping outside, smelling the air, seeing the mountains, hearing the river. It takes time and practice. It takes understanding and patience. The act of fishing is based around respect, not only for the species, but for the environment around us. That same culture is something that we embody within our operations. By keeping it simple and using high-end ingredients, we preserve the natural flavors of the product. During the summer months, the apprentices built an incredible greenhouse. A lot of the vegetables and herbs that were used in our dishes this summer came from that. Also on property, we have 3 urban cultivators that grow all of our petite herbs. Working with local purveyors and exploring through the farmers markets here in the Bow Valley and down to Calgary, really get a good sense of the terroir of Alberta. What I love about being a chef the most is discovering new foods, watching the trends grow and disappear, but also helping the next generation evolve, ensuring that our young leaders have the tools and resources to develop as culinarians. I'm hoping to provide our guests with an exciting experience. No gimmicks, just great food using the best ingredients possible. My name is Atticus Grant. I'm the executive chef at Fairmont Banff Springs.
The grandeur of Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel extends far beyond its architecture and mountain setting into its more than 700 guest rooms and suites, each thoughtfully designed to harmonise with the timeless aesthetic of the castle-like property and rugged beauty of its surroundings. Accommodations at the hotel span a wide spectrum from cosy, heritage-rich rooms that nod to the hotel's historic past to expansive signature suites that serve as luxury sanctuaries for royalty, celebrities, and discerning travellers. Let's begin with the signature suites, with rates starting from 500 Canadian dollars. Next, we'll have a look at some of the fancier suites. The ultimate castle experience is the Majestic Suite. It's a 2-bedroom, newly renovated suite combining luxury and refinement with distinctive architectural detail, a large living room, and spectacular views of the Bow and Spray valleys. It connects to a splendid master bedroom with a king bed and a second bedroom with 2 double beds. Rates are approximately 2,500 Canadian dollars per night. The newly renovated and spacious terrace suites offer modern decor, 2 luxurious bedrooms, a grand living area, separate dining area, gas fireplace, and feature a large outdoor terrace with spectacular Bow Valley views. These suites include a large, luxurious bathroom and bathtub with separate shower. Finally, for those seeking the pinnacle of castle living, there is the Crown Suite, the most luxurious and historic accommodation in the hotel. Situated on the upper floors, it offers sweeping views, multiple bedrooms, dining and entertainment areas, and intricate period details. Previous guests have included royalty, heads of state, and Hollywood stars. Prices for this suite are available upon request, but can exceed 10,000 Canadian dollars per night, particularly during film festivals, holiday seasons, or high-profile events. One of the defining characteristics of the Fairmont Banff Springs is its exceptional culinary landscape, an experience that matches the grandeur of the surroundings with a diverse and refined selection of dining options. From elegant dining to cosy après-ski drinks, the food and beverage offerings at the Castle in the Rockies are among the best in Canada. Additionally, the hotel's conference and event facilities attract some of the world's most prestigious gatherings, weddings, and corporate retreats. Let's begin with the gastronomic experiences. The Fairmont Banff Springs is home to more than a dozen dining venues, each with its own unique flair, regional focus, and ambience. 1888 Chop House is the hotel's signature fine dining restaurant. Named after the year the hotel was originally opened, this modern steakhouse serves prime Alberta beef, sustainably sourced seafood, and locally grown produce in an intimate and upscale environment. Guests enjoy expertly paired wine menus and seasonal specialities such as bison tenderloin or cedar-planked Arctic char. For a taste of the Alps, there's the Wildhaus restaurant, the hotel's Bavarian-style lodge nestled among the trees near the Spray River. The name means house in the forest in German, and the setting couldn't be more appropriate, serving hearty European cuisine. Think schnitzels and fondue. This cosy chalet is a guest favourite, particularly in the winter months. Castella Italiana delivers traditional Italian comfort food with a modern twist. Freshly made pasta, wood-fired pizzas, and wine from Italy's finest regions make this venue popular with families and couples alike. The rustic yet stylish decor evokes the warmth of a Tuscan kitchen. For lighter fare or social drinks, my favourite is the Rundle Bar. It's an architectural gem housed in the hotel's original lobby space with soaring windows and mountain views. This glamorous lounge offers craft cocktails, small plates, and live music. It's a perfect setting for an afternoon tea or a nightcap after a day exploring Banff National Park. Another of my favourites is the Vermilion Room. It's a bright, brasserie-style venue serving Canadian-French fusion dishes for breakfast and brunch, with a lively social atmosphere. The baristas serve some wonderful coffee, speaking from personal experience, and whilst they're creating their masterpieces, have some of the best views from the hotel of those Rocky Mountains. You've also got 24-hour room service and a host of other food and beverage options. On the events side, the Fairmont Banff Springs is a powerhouse. It boasts over 76,000 square feet of flexible event space, with more than 27 rooms and venues ranging from intimate boardrooms to grand ballrooms, capable of hosting more than 1,000 guests. Its versatility has made it a premier destination for international conferences, government summits, weddings, and brand launches. Some of my favourites include that huge Cascade Ballroom, which can accommodate up to 1,000 attendees. I also really like the Mount Stephen Hall, which, complete with suits of armour, offers historic character with intricate moulding and original architectural details. It's an ideal room for a gala dinner, award night, or corporate keynote. Think the Harry Potter dining area. A fun fact: even the restrooms down from the Mount Stephen Hall have stunning views of the Canadian Rockies. What sets Fairmont Banff Springs apart is not just the scale of its event space, but the spectacular natural backdrop that accompanies it. Corporate guests are as likely to hold breakout sessions in a fireside lounge as they are to host a reception on a terrace overlooking the Bow Valley. Dedicated event planners, culinary teams, and technical staff are available from the planning phase through to execution. Eco-conscious conferences are encouraged with waste reduction practices, digital handouts, and locally sourced menus offered as standard. Weddings at Banff Springs are the stuff of dreams, from snow-covered ceremonies at the outdoor terrace to candlelit receptions in the ballroom. Couples receive full-service planning, custom floral arrangements, photography, and bespoke dining packages. Many wedding parties book entire floors of the hotel, turning the experience into a weekend-long celebration. Beyond its dramatic architecture and celebrated dining, the Fairmont Banff Springs sets itself apart through a range of world-class facilities designed to elevate every moment of a guest's stay. From the legendary spa to its extensive fitness offerings, and from its family-friendly features to its signature heated pool, this castle in the Rockies offers guests seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and recreation in equal measure. Let's begin with the hotel's crown jewel of wellness, the Willow Stream Spa. Recognised globally as one of the top resort spas in North America, the Willow Stream Spa at Fairmont Banff Springs is a sanctuary inspired by the surrounding mountain landscape. The spa stretches across 40,000 square feet and features 27 treatment rooms, including specialty suites for couples. The design draws from the energy of alpine waterfalls and the healing traditions of the Rockies. One of the spa's most distinctive features is the indoor mineral pool and outdoor whirlpool, framed by natural stone and overlooking forested slopes. The guests can soak under the stars with views of Mount Rundle or unwind in the eucalyptus steam room, Finnish sauna, or inhalation rooms. The spa also includes a spa terrace, co-ed resting lounges, and a health-focused cafe serving juices, teas, and light fare. Adjacent to the spa is the Fairmont Fitness Centre, open 24 hours and equipped with state-of-the-art cardio machines, free weights, and resistance training equipment. The Fairmont Banff Springs is renowned for its indoor and outdoor swimming pools, both of which offer stunning alpine views and year-round access. The indoor pool is Olympic-sized, with arched windows and classic 1920s styling that adds a nostalgic touch. Heated to a comfortable temperature, it's perfect for lap swimming or family play. The outdoor heated pool, meanwhile, is nothing short of iconic. Surrounded by pine trees and backdropped by snowy peaks, this pool allows guests to float in steaming waters even as snowflakes fall around them. A true Canadian Rockies experience. For those seeking active recreation, the hotel also offers a wider range of other amenities such as tennis courts, golf simulators, bicycles and e-bikes for hire, hiking and Nordic walking programs led by expert guides, and winter equipment rentals and shuttles for skiing in Banff's 3 local resorts. The hotel is also home to some of the most prestigious golf courses in Canada, including the Fairmont Banff Springs Golf Course, designed by Stanley Thompson in 1928. The 27-hole championship course is nestled along the Bow River with holes framed by rugged peaks. Golf Digest regularly ranks it amongst the top resort courses in the world. For families, the Fairmont Banff Springs has thought of everything. The Fairmont Kids at the Castle program includes daily supervised activities, scavenger hunts, and story hours. There's also a kids' playroom, arcade, and seasonal programming like horse-drawn sleighs, tobogganing, and even holiday elf visits in December. When we were there, my daughter was very impressed with the horses available for trail rides. For over a century, the Fairmont Banff Springs has attracted a dazzling cast of royalty, dignitaries, celebrities, and filmmakers. Its storybook architecture and cinematic backdrop have made it not only a destination for the elite, but a recognisable face on the silver screen. Let's start with some of the iconic figures who've checked in. In its early years, the hotel welcomed King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, during their landmark 1939 Royal Tour of Canada. On a separate note, I met the Queen Mother in 1997 when I was holidaying in Cambridge in the UK. Back to the hotel. That royal visit helped solidify Banff Springs' reputation as Canada's own castle in the Rockies. Since then, royal guests have included Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Edward, and Prince Margriet of the Netherlands. From the world of cinema, the list is both long and glittering. Marilyn Monroe famously stayed at the hotel during the filming of River of No Return in 1953. Monroe was photographed walking through the Alpine Gardens, often accompanied by a cast and crew, and those iconic images helped elevate the hotel's Hollywood mystique. Alfred Hitchcock was another fan. While he never filmed at the hotel itself, he did stay there on multiple occasions and reportedly considered using the property as a setting for one of his suspense films. Other classic Hollywood visitors included Jimmy Stewart, Fred Astaire, and Mae West. More recently, the hotel has hosted an array of contemporary stars. Leonardo DiCaprio, Angelina Jolie, Justin Timberlake, and Kate Winslet have all vacationed or stayed during film shoots. Anthony Hopkins and Brad Pitt were both guests during productions filmed in Alberta. Canadian celebrities such as Ryan Reynolds, Rachel McAdams, and Celine Dion have also enjoyed time at the hotel. Fairmont Banff Springs' privacy, discretion, and remote location make it a favoured retreat for artists, heads of state, and even tech titans looking to escape the spotlight. During the 2002 G8 summit, global leaders, including George W. Bush, Jacques Chirac, and Tony Blair, made quiet visits to Banff. As for the big screen, the hotel has served as either a filming location or source of inspiration for numerous productions, including The Edge, starring Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin, The Revenant, which earned Leonardo DiCaprio his first Oscar, filmed scenes across Alberta. Although not shot directly at the hotel, DiCaprio stayed at Banff Springs during part of the shoot and praised the natural beauty of the area in his interviews. Snow Falling on Cedars was based on a best-selling novel and utilised the ethereal snowscapes of Banff and made limited use of the hotel exteriors. The hotel has also appeared in TV series like The Amazing Race Canada, where it served as a dramatic pit stop location against the mountain skyline. Ghostbusters Afterlife in 2021 filmed several scenes around Alberta, though the film's fictional town was a composite. The Banff Springs Gothic grandeur has frequently been compared to the haunted hotels of cinematic lore. Speaking of haunted, Banff Springs has its own supernatural legacy. The most famous legend is that of room 873, which is said to have been sealed off after a tragic family incident. While the hotel has never confirmed the existence of the room, ghost hunters and curious travellers still ask about it to this day. Then there's The Ghost Bride, a local tale about a woman who died on the staircase on her wedding day. Her spirit is said to drift through the halls in a flowing white dress, and staff have shared stories of lights flickering or music playing mysteriously when the hotel is its quietest. These stories, along with the celebrity clientele and film appearances, have made the Fairmont Banff Springs not just a luxurious stay, but a destination layered with legend, glamour, and storytelling. Whether you're here for the scenery, the spa, or a chance to sleep where movie stars once stayed, this hotel knows how to make memories that are fit for the screen. The Fairmont Banff Springs has consistently ranked among the top 10 resorts in Canada by Condé Nast Traveller's Reader's Choice Awards. It has also received accolades from Travel and Leisure, including repeated placements in its World's Best Awards, which rank global hotels on service, design, location, and overall guest satisfaction. The property has earned AAA 4-Diamond status, a designation given only to properties that meet exceptional standards in service, amenities, and guest experience. This distinction applies not only to the hotel itself, but also to several of its dining establishments. In 2023, the Banff Springs was listed on the Forbes verified list of exceptional hotels, acknowledging its consistency in luxury service and guest engagement. Forbes has also spotlighted the Fairmont Banff Springs Golf Course as one of the top mountain golf experiences in North America. The hotel is a proud member of Historic Hotels Worldwide under the National Trust for Historic Preservation and has been recognised for excellence in preserving architectural and cultural heritage whilst providing modern luxury. It's also a designated Natural Historic Site of Canada, a rare and prestigious classification reserved for places of national significance. From a sustainability standpoint, the hotel has won awards from the Green Key Eco Rating Program, earning 5 Green Keys, its highest environmental rating. These honours acknowledge leadership in energy conservation, waste management, community engagement, and green education for staff and guests alike. In the realm of meetings and events, the hotel has been a perennial winner of the Best Conference Hotel in Canada by Meetings and Incentive Travel magazine. Planners often cite its majestic mountain location, extensive facilities, and flawless execution as reasons for returning year after year. Specific accolades include Canada's leading resort from World Traveller Awards, Best Luxury Resort Spa in North America, the World Luxury Spa Awards, Best Historic Hotel, over 400 guest rooms, Best Hotel for Families in the Rockies from Canadian Traveller magazine, and Best Wedding Venue in Alberta from the Wedding Wire Couples Choice Awards. In 2022, the hotel was recognised by UNESCO World Heritage Tourism Program for its integration with the natural environment of Banff National Park and its education programs related to ecological stewardship. Its restaurants, particularly 1888 Chop House and Grapes Wine Bar, have also received awards from the Wine Spectator magazine, Open Table, and Canadian Culinary Federation, cementing the property's status not just as a place to stay, but a place to dine exceptionally well. Even on a local level, the hotel has consistently won Best of Banff Community Awards for service, hospitality, spa treatments, and event spaces. It is regarded as the crown jewel of Alberta's tourism industry and a benchmark for hotel excellence nationwide. Whether you're drawn by the majestic peaks, the castle-like charm, or the whispers of history echoing through its halls, the Fairmont Banff Springs remains a destination that transcends time. It's not just a hotel, it's a legacy carved into the mountains. Thank you for joining today's episode. I hope you're inspired, amazed, and enlightened as we unlocked the secrets of the hotel industry's most iconic leaders and iconic hotels. If you had a wonderful time, the best way to say thank you is to follow our podcast so that you never miss our monthly episodes. If you love luxury hotels, please check out our tech startup at www.refresh.app, where we hope one day to provide people on day trips access to the very best hotel rooms and facilities in the world. Farewell, until the next time you check in to the Hotel Leaders Podcast.